family, peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual vittles. And today I'm going in on Hydromancy and Scrying. This is a good one, family. This is a good one. I'm noticing during my consultations, one of the main questions people always bring up is, how do I do spiritual practices when I don't have any funds or my money is temporarily low? I always tell them scrying, meditation, and hydromancy. Those are some free tools that you can use using nothing more than your mind, water, and some candlelight. That's it. I'm going to get into hydromancy first. This is one of my favorites. What you do is get a dark bowl and fill it up with water. About 1.5 inches from the rim. About 1.5 inches from the rim. What you do is sit your water by some moonlight overnight, or you can sit it into some sunlight. Me personally, I like to sit it out in the moonlight because this has a lot of divine goddess energy in it. And the next day when you wake up, before the sun arises, you get there and you sit in front of your bowl of water and you just stare at it. Stare into the pit within the water. Now this is Nostradamus' favorite way to get messages and things for the future. And he was eerily accurate. He would just stare at the water and he would take notes. Now, the message you're going to get, you're not going to get a picture of the future, but you're going to start getting these cryptic symbols. And what you want to do is write those cryptic symbols down. Whatever it is. It may be something that's not really a focal point, but it's whatever it is, just write it down. And the more you do it, you will be able to figure out what your language is. When I scry, I see different things. When you scry, it'll be something different. This is hydromancy. It's different from everyone. You know, one thing about water is this. Water holds some of the energy from the reservoir of consciousness. Some people call it the Akashic records. Water is one of those energies that holds consciousness in it. It's one of the oldest conscious beings in our reality. And you can use water for your benefit. I know my wife, Divine Queen, shout out to my lovely wife, Divine Queen. One thing she loves to do is go into the shower and just meditate with the water running down her back. She sits in there and just really gets a lot of visions. She hears things just by using water. That's a form of hydromancy, but it's not the type that I use. But again, you can use it. One thing, if you had a stressful day at work, you can come home, take off your clothes, get naked, and get into the water and just wash all your energy away. Wash all that negative energy away. One thing I like to do when I do take a shower is say divine prayers. I say divine prayers. I say the Anabakor over and over while I'm taking my shower. I'm cleansing my body and my spirit at the same time. So again, family, hydromancy is easy to do. You can get a black pot, a cast iron kettle, whatever you want to do. But the key to do it is clearing your mind, and don't just do it once and be like, didn't work for me. Try it. Always give yourself at least 30 days with any practice. Daily. Every day for 30 days. Don't do it on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Do it every day. Do it every day. And what happens, your practice over time will become a habit. It will be easier for you, and then you'll learn yourself, okay? Another way to use hydromancy is go to get like a body of water, a lake, or a small stream that isn't a lot of busy. You don't want to go to a river rapid trying to do some hydromancy. You want to go where the water is still nice and placid. That's why lakes are great. You go normally when the moonlight is hitting the water. When the moonlight is hitting the water, all that divine goddess energy is being implanted into the consciousness of the water, and it will help you see your visions a lot clearer. And what you do is get a handful of pebbles, not any big boulders, but a small pebble, and you throw it into the water. And after a lot of practice, you will be able to read the ripples in the water. And the flow of the water is symbolic to the flow of life, family. It's just that simple. So that's one easy free tip that I can give you on a spiritual practice that you can do. And it doesn't cost you anything. As long as you can get water, you can use bottled water, spring water, tap water, distilled water, whatever type of water you want. Okay, family? Another favorite way to scry, again, that's hydromancy. Another way that I like to scry is with a crystal and a candle. I light the candle just like this. Be sure not to burn yourself. I light the candle as such. I put it right in front of my crystal. And I position the crystal where I can see the candle light within the crystal. And I just stare at that candle light in the crystal. I just stare at it. Again, you want to have it about no more than 3 inches away from your crystal. And just stare at it. Find which angle works best for you. I like it right in front. You may like it to the left. You may like it to the right. Whichever, some people are left or right eye dominant if they don't have glasses. I'm left eye dominant. So I kind of put the crystal to the right a little bit and stare at the flame on the left side of the candle. And I just stare at it. I try to empty my mind and I just stare at the light. I just stare at the light. If you haven't chose to invest in any crystals, you can just stare at the flame itself. Just staring at the flame will do. Scrying to the flame. Scrying is nothing more than trying to tap into the reservoir of consciousness of what will be. It's like seeing the future. It's like a portal between now and later. It's just that simple, family. Another thing you can do is get you a black mirror. Black mirrors. They're hard to find, but when you do find one, you get one. Make sure the light isn't as bright. Dim the light a little bit. Or go into a room where there's light in another room and you can still see a little bit. Because if there's a lot of light in the room, you'll just see your own image. You want it to be almost black, like you're looking into a portal. And you just stare at that. Just stare at it until you start getting visions. Again, whatever visions, symbols, whatever you get, write them down. Day 1, October, whatever it is. This is what I seen. Just do that every day for 30 days. After those 30 days, take a break and read what you've seen. You'll start seeing pictures of a puzzle. And then be mindful of what occurred within those 30 days as well. One thing about spirituality is this. It's different from everybody. It's a lonely road. You'll spend more time alone than you will with other people. You want to learn your energy. We go to school, we're in a big class. We go to a job, we're in a big place where a lot of people are. We don't spend enough time alone. Growing spiritually is nothing more than relearning yourself. And that's what these tools will help you do. A lot of people have challenges meditating because we're living in such a busy world. We have TV, the internet, the phones. Everything is ding, 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 ding. When you're tapping into the innate, it's going to be slow. One thing about learning yourself is it's old school. It's old school. You don't need any technology, and it takes deep breathing and focused attention within. That's it. You spend too much time looking outward, you'll never figure out what's within. Start looking within, and once you cultivate that, whatever energy you cultivate, you'll see abundantly in your life, family. So on that note, peace and love. I'm imploring you to start Hydromancy and Scrying. It's a free tool. You can use it, and it works. So on that note, peace and love, family. Winning!